Hmm. Okay, shit should be working, man. Or at least I hope so. Hang on, hang on. Mm, mm. So can you see it in a live stream? You should be, right? You should be seeing it like when somebody is typing into the chat. You should be able to see it. Although I'm not sure. Like, there's a bunch of BS going on. Can you see it in the stream when somebody is typing through it? Yes, you can. So it says, Gold Soul saying, brother, what's good, my brother? Can you see the chat? Is it working fine? Okay, then we don't need all of this. Delete, 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 delete. Here's a live stream. There we go. Go to my channel. Go to TradingView. Okay, should be working. What's good, Ghost with my brother? Should be working now. I didn't plan on streaming today, but I just felt pretty motivated, and that's why I streamed anyways. And here we are with a new overlay and this type of shit, you know. Like, just let me know what you guys think. Should be looking pretty fire, doesn't it? Let me also double check it in here. So there we go. Ghost was saying, nice, nice, looks good. All right. If Ghostwell is saying it looks good, then it looks good. You know? My brother Ghostwell ain't lying. Professional. We in the professional type of BS. Yeah, man. Yeah, I did some tweaks as usual. And here we are now. Professional, yeah, man, professional. You can also see the chat. So when you're typing something, you can see yourself. It's also kind of cool, isn't it? This took me like multiple hours to set this up until I finally got to the point where it was just looking like that. And it looks pretty fire, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I really like it. How it ended up. And it's also simple. Like, I could have made it animated with some kind of background. Which actually it is animated if you see these like stars popping up in the background. But I didn't plan on doing anything special. In the future, I am also going to be adding, you know, every time somebody subscribes. Well, actually not every time somebody subscribes, because then people will subscribe and unsubscribe just because they can see their name on the stream. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure you can turn that off, so you're not going to see them popping off every single time, but only when they are subscribing for the very first time. So, yep. Because you know how the kids are, you know, they're just going to, I want to be seen on screen. I'm just going to subscribe and unsubscribe, subscribe and unsubscribe, subscribe and unsubscribe. But yeah, that would also be fire, you know, somewhere on the screen, it could be popping off. And now I also don't have to worry because previously the face cam wasn't here, right? And so I couldn't show stuff on the top right or basically anywhere because there was a lot of the stuff. Now this stuff can be, you know, basically right in here. I can zoom just like that into the entire chart and you can still see everything that I'm pointing out, right? So there's that. It's also fire adjustment. Get those donations going. Yeah, man, we gotta do donations. Yeah, I mean, I thought about it, but I didn't set them up. Like, I also don't think that there is big enough of an interest for people to donate, but you know, why not? I could set it up. Yeah, man, only you and me, my brother, goes well. And the reason for that is actually because I started the live stream over and over again. Maybe I've also noticed. And so when you do that kind of stuff, YouTube stops recommending your live stream. Star, you're alive. What's good, my brother? Able Memo, how's it going? Yeah, man, I'm alive with a new layout. This is what we do. This is what we do. Yeah, so like market could be looking better, you know, and there's even like a risky opportunity to trade onto the upside for your GBP, but I heavily don't recommend that. That is just no, like I actually don't recommend that at all. It's pretty risky. But what I like about your GBP is that we have these relative equal highs, you know, they're quite clean. It's just that we need a very good candle onto the upside, and then I would be willing to take this, which we don't have, unfortunately, so I'm not going to participate in that one. I mean, we also have a couple of other options, which I'm also not too interested in either, right? We have taken that trade, or at least by we, I only mean everybody who copies me. Ghost Joe saying I can donate some, buy more crypto. Buy more! Buy more! Yeah, man. So, we've taken this trade with the copy trading, guys. I don't remember when it was, like yesterday or the day before yesterday. Something like that. And I do remember this entire week was just, you know, very slow. People are really missing out on a lot of trades when they're not copying. NZD Cat. Yeah, sure. NZD Cat is also one of those opportunities we could be taking today. It's similar to NZD USD. Although what I liked about NZD USD more, we're going to look at that in just a second. As you can see, not a daily chart. If you'll be saying, okay, let's trade onto the upside, you are completely not wrong on that, right? We're just trading onto the upside, and we're only having 3 candles to go, or like 4 candles to go onto the upside. That is like still acceptable. Like that is already in territory where if enough things align, I'm not going to take it, right? Even after 4. But in that case, the bias basically aligns. But there's still a couple of more problems, which the first thing is this candle is starting to show weakness, you see? Where Baylor, we're not even displacing. Displacement for me is if the body can closure, it's looking something like that. Boom. Clear displacement, and then we want to trade onto the upside. This has basically not happened in here. And so, hang on. This has basically not happened in here, and so this is basically my problem, right? Now if we go on to the 4-hour time frame, there is liquidity low in here. This is the same case for NZD USD. However, the bias is a little bit differently in there in terms of confirmation. So we're going to look at that shortly. That's why I like this pair less than the other one, right? Because let's compare it to NZD USD. Where is it? Here. Now with NZD USD, if we go to the weekly time frame, let's like remove almost everything. Okay, there we go. With this entire price action leg, remember guys, we always need to trade back into an equilibrium. As long as that hasn't happened yet, I'm always willing to trade basically onto the opposite direction if the bias aligns, of course. Now the weekly candle is simple as that, just trading onto the upside. So by chance, the next weekly candle is also going to go for the previous week high. Now, of course, we don't want to foreshadow too much in the future because we're day traders. We don't really like to take swing trades. Ideally, we want to be in and out the same day. But sometimes, what's it called? It just aligns well, right? So Able Memo was saying, Goso was saying, let's get above 3K. Yes, man, let's get above 3K. Make that money, man. Make that big bag. Ava Memo was saying, I thought the copy trade wasn't for the challenge. No, it is. So currently, right, we are at 113. Now keep in mind, we have basically doubled the entire money, right, that we have put in initially, as you can see. Well, right now we're going a little bit lower, this and that, but like overall, we have almost doubled it. Like, okay, like 82%. But like we're pretty close to it, let's just say it that way. And then this entire account, I've just topped it off with the copy trading profits that I've made. Because like raw from 20 to 10k possible, but it's like insane. It's just going to take a lot of time. If we're going to do it like that, at least I can say, okay, we collectively have turned 20 into 10k, right? Now, of course, I can just deposit my own money, like 1k, 2k every like week or so. And then, of course, we're going to get to it faster, but then it's a sort of not a raw profit. Because if I'm adding copy trading money, right, this is still raw profit, right? It's not the original 20 to 10k, but it's still raw profit that has only been generated by trading. If I now just start basically depositing money with like 1k or something, well, that money has also been made by trading, but it's a very separate account and something separately that we do. So you get it, what I mean? So this is what I like more about this entire pair. But also, more obviously, what can you spot, guys? Price action gap in here. Price gap, or let's just put it like that, gap daily. So we pretty much like to trade onto the upside with the body closure. Now these are also going to be relative equal highs. I can already sniff them from afar, guys. I can already sniff it, like relative equal highs, clearly. Let's go into the daily time frame. Now the daily time frame is also looking similarly like AOD cat, where it's showing weakness, but the body closure of this entire candle is a little bit higher. What I also see as confirmation is that this candle has barely a wick onto the upside. So there is a good likelihood that it's going to create a wick, trade into its previous day high, into its equilibrium. Perhaps if we get strong movement, like I can't promise that, of course, we're even going to trade all the way to the relative equal highs. Right, so there's that. There's also a couple of reasons why this sort of not the best setup to take. 4 hour, we have a little bit of a problem. Now this is not a no wick candle. If we're going to zoom in, right, there is a wick to this candle. Hang on. Here, there is a wick to this candle. I'm going to zoom in for you like very heavily. You see there is a wick, but it's still not favorable. And there is also liquidity in here, you know, no matter how you're going to see it. Maybe it's trendline liquidity. I, as usual, as you guys know, like to see it as relative equal lows, but they're not clean enough for me to consider, okay, we're going to trade heavily lower. Now, if this would be looking like that, all the things that I've just explained, then probably I would not be taking the trade. However, what basically convinced me is that we have a no wick candle number 1, no wick candle number 2. So for everybody that is new, you see that this candle has no wick onto the upside. This was never created. This wick, or this candle, has also no wick onto the upside. It was never created. Which means that most likely we are going to trade back into this no wick candle and also perhaps this no wick candle. Given that the bias is already onto the upside because of everything that we have named earlier in there, we're probably going to trade onto the upside. Hang on, and let me actually announce the entire live stream. I forgot to do that. So Ghost was saying thanks for explaining. Anytime, my brother. You know. Ghost was also saying 20 to 10k is 500x will take 33 months. Best scenario. Yes, man. Like it's going to take insane, crazy amount of time. So which like it's not impossible, but you get the math yourself is like 2 years and something. Which like not a problem. I mean, It's like not we're in a rush, but why not speed it up when we have the chance? So Ghost was also saying, so adding copy trading money makes sense. For sure, man. To keep it interesting. Yeah, I also believe that. So getting all the way higher by, because I still see it this way, the money has been made out of raw trading, right? It is still money that has been collectively collected. It sounds weird. Collectively collected to getting to that goal. So there's basically two purposes, or like two reasons why people could join, but like one of them is like more obvious, right? So the first one is going to be they just want to have a passive income, simple as that, right? And I don't blame that, right? That's what I would do at the same position, basically, to have a passive income. Why not? And the second one is basically to just support this entire challenge as a whole, right? So we're going to get to 10K. And then by the end of like X amount of time, right? Oh. So there was a couple of guys. Pierre, I didn't see like the verticals chat. Hang on. Deep End, what and bro? You seen your channel? Just seen your channel. What's up, everybody? Pierre, this is NZD USD. Then Fivo was saying said hi. Nasred was saying, bro, look like a robot. You look like a robot too, my man. I didn't see the man. This like kind of ass. I didn't see the horizontal, the vertical stream. So there's that. Because I can only see like the vertical. Oh man, it's so shit only having one monitor. My other one is getting repaired. Like we have a couple of people actually watching. Guys, everybody who's watching right now, go to the horizontal live stream. I'm doing the same live stream, but just in a way better version. Go to my channel, go to the live section, and then just hop into the horizontal live stream. Fuck the vertical live stream. Unless you really prefer looking at the vertical shit. Okay, then it's okay. But I really recommend to you, go to the horizontal one. Able Memo was saying, nah. So firstly, Gold was saying, love it. Me too, my brother. Thanks for supporting. Gold saying, then 10K to 1 million. Then we hit million party for all copy traders. Yeah, man. You know, the last time you were saying we on the yacht with bitches and shit. I remember that one. Everyone was saying, yes, it will take. We know it from the strat. The point of the stream was you can trade negative or R. You can turn 20 to 10K more by just trading. 1 max 2 hour. I don't know if you got my point. No, I didn't really get your point. When you're saying like max to 1 to 2 hours streaming or like trading, that's not even the case, because you have to see it this way. Oh shit, like the logo is covering up the chat. Hang on, stream elements. When you said it like earlier, hang on. It's not even like 1 or 2 hours. What's it called? The analysis take 15 minutes or something like that, right? The amount of time that this stuff takes is like barely any. So it's even way less than that. There we go. It's even less time than 1 or 2 hours. I'm analyzing the charts within 10 minutes, and you know, there we go. It's just that I'm doing the live streams, I'm doing the mentorship. That's why, you know, stuff takes so long. But like otherwise, this barely takes any time. All right, so everybody who's watching on the shorts right now, go watch the vertical live stream. All right. So Richard James was saying, did you really start with 20 bucks? Yes, I did start with 20 bucks. Currently we are at 113, but keep in mind this is collectively, like I'm not shying away to say that. Just for more infos, go to my YouTube channel. And also for everybody that's watching right now, I've basically doubled the entire account. Hang on, why is this shit looking like that? Okay, I've basically doubled the entire account from 20 bucks all the way to 40 bucks, and now we're at like 113. So today on the Friday at the 1 p.m. UTC +2, there is going to be a video coming out. It's going to be the full movie on how I was able to pull this off. Everybody who is interested in either having a passive income, having a strategy that actually works, go watch that video. It is going to come out today. Once again, at 1 p.m. UTC +2. It's going to be like the most fire video that I've ever done on my YouTube channel, and I highly recommend for you to watch it. Abel Memo, I didn't really get your point. Can you explain it again? You also were saying, guys, just copy the man and get that passive income. That's what I'm talking about. You know, it is literally passive income. Like, Jizzy was saying, what the fuck is that ratio, brother? That's the best ratio you're going to see in your life. Because whatever you're trading is just mad trash and is not profitable. Simple as that. Okay? Yeah, guys. Man, so many people watching on the shorts, guys. Everybody who is watching vertically right now on my YouTube channel, go watch the horizontal live stream, please. Like, fuck the vertical live stream. So Morai Dionia was saying, what pair is this? Is this gold? No, this is not gold. This is NZD USD. This right now, like, I can hardly show it to you because you're watching on the horizontal, but as you can see, or maybe you cannot see, I don't know. Hang on, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this here. Here, this NZD USD. Go watch a horizontal live stream. Is ICT profitable or not profitable? ICT on its own is not profitable. You need to make it profitable. I've made an entire masterclass on YouTube explaining how to get profitable using my specific concept. Keep in mind, guys, I'm a 1 million funded platform trader. So everyone was saying, well, I thought we were doing it the original way. Things have changed, so you did what you have to do. Yeah, brother. Everyone was saying, also, we didn't know the copy trading was 20 to 10K challenge. Like, I didn't really... I mean, I did really say it, right? Even if you're going to go to the copy trading website and everything like that, you will see the exact same account that we're doing in the live streams. So, part of the challenge. So it's like my bad if I didn't clarify it well enough, but everybody that I've talked to so far knows that the 20K, the 20 bucks challenge to 20K, to 10K is the same as the copy trading. Like, I don't know, like Ghost Whale, like, were you confused at the start too? Or, you know, did you get it? Okay, you know, I'm going to C Trader. It seems like it's the same account. So, you know, there we go. Ghostwell is telling you in the vertical live stream, guys, go watch horizontal, man. How much you earned today? Today we didn't earn anything. We're in a trade right now, brother. Do you trade gold? Man, I gotta do the gold counter analysis. You know, there's like another gold guy. I rarely ever trade gold. Actually, never I trade gold, but I can do analysis for you if you want. So currently, let's go to the weekly time frame because we want to get a sharp observation about everything. So probably we are not going to trade this entire day as a whole, is because we have already reached into equilibrium onto the weekly, and this has actually already happened the previous week in here. So most likely this is not like a good day. Let's go into the daily time frame, remove the equilibrium because we already know we're not interested in that. What we can spot in here is basically the same scenario. The problem right now is that we don't really know if we're going for the high of the candle or for the low. Based off of liquidity, probably we are going to go into the upside because we have this FVG in here. So FVG, and also these are going to be relative equal highs, right? So most likely we're going to trade onto the upside based off liquidity, but based on the daily chart alone, just now I've made an entire video on daily buys because I have a very special way of identifying it. Go to the masterclass on my YouTube channel, guys. Based off that, probably we're not going to trade onto the upside, right? Because so if you would like put a bullet to my head and say you have to trade gold today, and if you lose, then you're going to die, then I'm going to take a trade onto the upside. But all in all, I don't really recommend taking a trade either way. Okay. So let's go to NZD/USD. Let's go to 1 hour. So like that, everybody should be able to understand what pair that is. Okay. So where's your stop loss exactly? Go watch a horizontal live stream and I'm going to tell you. So, do you trade in crypto? Not really. I use crypto as investment. Hang on, let me check out. Man, this is like so much shit in here. Get over to horizontal. Yeah, man, like we got a lot of people watching. I just have to switch through like the horizontal chat and the vertical chat the entire time, man. It's such a mess. I've told you guys my monitor is currently being repaired, like my second monitor, and that's why I just can't see the chat. Usually I'm just looking to the side always because it's there, but yeah. Gold counter +1. Yes, man, gold counter +1. I am going to add it, man. Like in the next live stream, 44 people watching. Guys, everybody make sure to watch a horizontal live stream. I'm also live streaming horizontally. You're going to get way more info. And yeah. So, Mr. Cools was saying, I have 20. How much I earned with all your trades? Currently on the account, we're sitting at 113. Like that has not been like solely generated just by 20 bucks because we're doing copy trading. Join the copy. Okay, man. Like what am I even talking? Let's go to vertical real quick, like so everybody knows what's up. Sources, hang on. Here, text. Copy trade in description. I also gotta make a vertical one here. So like everybody understands it, okay? You can copy all of my trades. What is your highest profit in a day? Highest profit in a day, I think we made like 10. I'm gonna just do it. But for that, the dumbass live stream has to be working to begin with, or else this doesn't make any sense. Can you see the live stream? Is it working? Is it still lagging as hell? Okay, so it seems to working. I'm gonna do the push-ups real quick, guys. Whew. There we go, guys. Okay, so we have a couple of messages. I'm gonna read all of them. So somebody asks, are you a day trader? Brother, I'm a full-time day trader. I don't work a regular job. Then somebody was saying, what is your highest profit? Okay, I've already said that. Of course, he's biased on gold is up because he's fucking short on that pair. Yes, but it also doesn't, yeah, like the correlation is there. I get what you're talking about, but there's also not a lot correlation in terms of my way of trading, because I don't really look at gold. But like, you're completely right on that. Like, I am bullish on gold rather than bearish. But I don't like gold to begin with today. I was just talking in circles right now. So then, can you explain copy trading? Brother, on the description of this live stream, click on the very first link and then you'll be guided through all of the details. What you have to do in order to copy me. It's basically free. Like, of course, you have to have funds in order to copy trade me, but aside from that, there is like no entry fee. So what is your strategy name and how I learned it? Hassan was asking. Brother, this is my very own strategy for everybody that wants to learn the strategy. It's very unique. It has a very high win rate, as you can see. I'm gonna show it to you once again. Let's go here to history. Here, like basically just wins after wins, right? So it has a very high win rate. It's my own strategy, and you have to watch my masterclass in order to understand it. So what coin do you play on? I don't really trade what's it called? I don't really trade crypto in that sense, so not really a coin. So, and then as the theory was saying, copy trading is when you use a master account to execute your trades onto your slave account, and this is all done for you via software. Yes. So anybody, once again, who is interested, first link in the description. Why don't you code your strategy? Because it's impossible to code a strategy. Now we'll go over this. So for a strategy, right? For a strategy to be coded, right? It has to, that means that it's fully mechanical, right? You don't need to do anything, so you can code it and that's it, right? Because else you cannot code a strategy. Now in the case, so like, first of all, you cannot code my strategy because there's discretion involved in it. I teach a specific way of logic and also approach to the markets. That's why you can't code it. But let's just say that it will be fully mechanical. Even in that case, that's sort of a dilemma, because mechanical strategies don't work. Fully mechanical strategies, they might work for a month, they might work for 2, 3, 4 months, but after some time when market conditions change, they're just going to flop. So mechanical strategies on their own don't really work. Even the biggest hedge funds in the world, when they're having an algo, so like basically an algorithm, right? It is fully mechanical on its own, but the human sitting on the chair is still deciding whether or not the algo is going to be activated. They're basically turning in different parameters. There's a bunch of different stuff that they do, and they're not just letting the bot run and that's it. You know, we are creating a hedge fund. There's always going to be human discretion into every single trade, or every single professional trader is going to have discretion in their trades, right? So you just can't basically code a strategy and then be good for it. Unfortunately, man, I would hope so. That would be fire as hell. Dev Trade was saying cap. Well, if it's cap, why haven't you coded your strategy? Why haven't you coded your strategy yet? And now you might be saying, well, I have coded my strategy, but then where the fuck is your profit and payout? Right? Where the fuck are all these accomplishments? Or are you a full-time day trader? Because like, chances are you're not a full-time day trader yet, right? I guarantee you that you're not a full-time day trader. So where is that cap? You cannot basically code an entire strategy and it's going to be profitable forever. This doesn't work. That's just not how it works. If it would work, trust me, I will be the first one to do it. I would be the very first one. I would even pay somebody to code the shit for me in order so I don't basically have to do anything. Now keep in mind, me trading takes 50 minutes a day, if not even less. We're doing the live stream, so like obviously we're sitting here, we're analyzing the chart, I'm educating everybody in here, we're having fun, whatever you might came for into the stream, right? So
coding the strategy doesn't even really make a lot of sense in my case. Even if it would work, which like I have just disproven you, it does not work. Well, I have not disproven you, you do your own research. And the fact is that you're going to find very quickly fully mechanical strategies do not work. Go ask ChatGPT if you really have to. It doesn't work. So Passenger AK was saying, said hi. What's up, my brother? Passenger AK. So Shell B Libert was saying, yo, what's up, man? Where is you live? What live are you talking about? Can I enter now? Yeah, you can potentially still enter, man, into this trade. You can already see the pair, or at least I hope so. So once again, like, you cannot code an entire strategy. Like, trust me, I wish I would be wrong on this. I would code my strategy. So once again, it doesn't make sense because 50 minutes a day, like, how much do you really want to cut that entire time? Okay, maybe because of psychological reasons, but still, like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to code a strategy if it's already like 50 minutes long. So Goldster was saying, I take 5 to 10 minutes to scan, 2 minutes to trade every day with the strategy. Got funded with the strategy, join Discord and find help. That's exactly my man. That is my brother Ghostwheel. That's what I'm saying, guys. Ghostwheel has been funded using this exact strategy that I'm teaching in the YouTube videos, in my mentorship. Now, of course, like, you don't have to buy my mentorship. I've done a masterclass on YouTube. Of course, there is always going to be information reserved, like market outlooks, reviews, everything like that, live trades, backtests, journal backtests, all of that kind of data that is going to be reserved private for the students. However, there is like a ton of free stuff that you can also look into. I've done an entire masterclass. Go watch it if you're really serious about learning this way of trading. So, Mamu was saying, where are you live? I'm live on YouTube and usually also on Twitch, but today I'm not because some technical issues. Monk was saying, I trade 24/7, help me. I'm addicted to trading. Well, of course, like, that's not good being addicted to trading, right? Like, this is a psychology error. Like, you have to basically accept that there's not a... So this is also like a thing that we go through in the mentorship when I'm doing market outlooks for everybody, or we're just like basically sharing ideas. I'm also always saying, guys, don't trade today, right? You don't need to trade every single day. There is going to be sometimes days where we're not taken. And if it has to be like that, then we're also not going to be trading for an entire week in the group, because consistency is everything that matters. Shelby Libert was saying, yo, let's see the entry prices, NSL and TP. Here. hang on. Ghost was saying, turn off your internet, Monk. Yeah, like, that's the only solution, to be honest. Monk was saying, I'm profitable though. Brother, you're not profitable. If you're trading every single day, you're addicted, even though there's not even a setup, I guarantee you're not profitable. You're in a net negative of your entire trading journey. Like, maybe in the last month or so, you're in a plus, but like the entire net, like since day one that you have started all the way to like right now, you're in a net negative. Santa Mario, what is your stop loss and take profit? Okay, so I'm actually not going to show exact stop loss and take profit. Okay, this was why. Now, what is the reason for that? Because I am doing a copy trading, right? So go to the description, first link. There you can copy trade me if you want to take the exact same trades that I'm taking. You can see it, the entire graph. Like, I can show you real quick. As you can see, this is how it currently looks like, right? We have made a bunch of gains. It's looking pretty professional. As you can see, equity curve is looking fire. Then here as well, also looking fire. First link in my description if you want to copy me. So, Nasrat was saying the market is waiting for Trump's tweet more than economic data. Yes, there is some truth to that. Technical analysis are a part of the puzzle. I also believe that fundamental analysis, or basically looking at the fundamental of things that are going around the world, they also play a role. But that doesn't disprove neither of them. So like Trump can say something like, okay, that is pretty good for this pair. Let's just say as an example. That doesn't disprove basically the entire analysis, because by technical basically analysis, this should go into the upside. So most likely something is also going to happen in the world that is going to indicate that, right? And so his tweet is going to initiate the move onto the upside, just as an example. Now he can also say the complete opposite and it's just going to tank and stop losses hit. That can also, of course, happen in that sense. So like, nothing works 100% of the time. What can I tell you? Nothing works like that. If it would work 100% of the time, then anything you have on your channel regarding crypto. So on my channel specifically, I don't have something regarding crypto. However, in the chat, you can see right now, there's somebody called Ghost Whale. He's one of my students. He is very invested in crypto and he can help you a lot. If he's willing to, of course, like that's his choice. But like usually he's also helping. And the reason why I say this is because, you know, like I got into this YouTube thing and this and that. And so it's like not my obligation to teach anybody in that sense, but I'm also just very motivated in doing this entire stuff. However, for somebody that doesn't do YouTube, right, that is like completely his choice, whether he wants to share or not. That's like why I'm saying it. You know, I respect that. Anything you have on your channel? Okay, so then also we have, hey brother, love your trading. How you getting 10K leverage? I mean, I have leverage 1 to 500. Go to the first link in the description if you want to copy trade me. So Leonacia was saying, are you using unlimited leverage? I always like get so confused why people so into like leverage in that sense. Leverage is more of a crypto thing. Like I remember that you have like an entire like slider, you know, it looks something like that. Like an entire slider, and there's like one leverage and there's like 500, and then they just slide it all the way to 500. In like a regular normal broker, it doesn't work like that. You just type in whatever lot size you're planning to use basically, and then from there on the broker is automatically going to determine do you have enough funds and also do you have enough leverage to open that position. That's just basically how it works. I know that in crypto it's a little bit of a different thing. So like, no, I'm not using unlimited leverage. I'm trading on a broker that has 500 leverage, 1 to 500, and that should be way more than enough. Even like 200 leverage is like already enough. Like even less than that. I mean, for a challenge like that, yes, you do need a little bit of more leverage in that sense, but like either way. Slider of doom. I didn't know they call it that way. Slider of doom. Like put it to 1000, man. Slider. Just put the slider all the way, you know, like let's just say it's in here right now. 1 to, I've seen brokers doing like 1 to 1000 leverage, like no shit. All the way to 1000, man. We have to get it in here. It's like crazy. Let's analyze Bitcoin on weekly and monthly. Okay. So on a monthly right now, 20 days left. Oh, this is good. Never mind. So on a monthly right now, let me remove everything. I mean, I do expect it going for the previous day low, actually. I do think that this is more of a trickery part. Now we could go for the high, of course, but I'm not too biased on that. Personally, what I think you should be doing, no financial advice, as always, guys. It's on the top of the horizontal stream. I have to do it for the vertical as well. There's always no financial advice. But basically what I'm talking about is I recommend just getting into crypto right now. Like, if you're going to wait for too long, then you're just going to be disappointed, right? You go in a little bit right now with like just say half of your bag, then you go with half of your bag in here, then with another bag in here. That's just what I do. I dollar cost average in. I don't think it's worth it waiting for too long, but I also don't think it's worth it to just go all in. You go with like a good amount already. If it goes lower, then you go in again. If it goes lower again, then you go in again. Think of the long term. You expect this to go on to the upside, so it doesn't make sense to be scared when it goes on to the downside, because you know, or like depending on who you ask, but I know that it's going to go on to the upside and it is going to reach all-time highs again. It's the easiest money that you can make. It's the easiest investment. We'll go back to this live stream in like 1 or 2 years and you'll see how I was right about this. BTC is bearish, somebody was saying. Yeah, maybe for the short term, like, or for the next couple of months or so, but in the very long term, it is going to go into the upside. Weekly, we're just consolidating, not having too much of a bias for the short term. For the long term, of course, higher, but right now, I don't know. Happy Cat was saying, okay, I understand your point of self-adjusting system of broker to give leverage according to lots, but can we fix our risk capital like $50 each? Yeah, of course, like you can just risk $50 per trade if you want. Like you can go to the broker and you adjust the lot size and also the stop loss. I mean, you can see it on the horizontal stream right now. You can see in here, like right in here. You adjust the quantities or the lot size, and then it's just automatically going to determine how much is of a loss that it's going to be, basically. Floor key USDT. Okay, I'm gonna look at that real quick. Took new short on Floki yesterday. We'll post in Discord. All right. BTC works a lot with fundamentals. Yes, this is one of those pairs where, I mean, I wouldn't really say it works with fundamentals, to be honest. It is event driven, if that's what you mean. Yes, then like I very accept that, basically, and I agree with that. But like fundamentals, I don't think that anything works like very consistently to the point where it works on Forex. But like, keep in mind, my brother Ghostwhale, one of my students, has been killing it, so he basically disproves what I've just been saying, because he used the exact strategy that we're teaching right now, basically. But I just never got into crypto like that, right? Maybe in the future, but personally, I just like to invest in it, and that's it. I just see it as an investment. So let's, what pair was it? Floor key or something? Floor key. Use the floor key. Okay. Oh my god, man, what is here going on? Scary candle. Okay, Binance, way better. You just put in a short, I guess. Yeah. Happy Cat was saying, subscribe to your channel, brother. What is your name? Call me Mike. Took a short. I mean, the daily chart could be looking a little bit better, to be honest, on this one, right? The upside, but yeah. All in all, you know, of course, you know what you're doing, because you're the crypto king in here, man. The crypto king. NZD. Oh, okay, here is it. Nasrat was saying, I'm gonna be honest, I invest in Bitcoin, but I short it a lot on futures. Yeah, that kind of also makes a lot of sense, because futures is short-term trading, right? You're just day trading, and that can definitely make sense, but like full-time day trading Bitcoin is absolutely not for me. I don't think that it's established enough for me to day trade. It's very event driven. Like, of course, all pairs, all instruments can be event driven, but Bitcoin especially. Anybody in the world can say that he's going to sell gold So we're not even talking about Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin just goes up because it's correlated, right, negatively. So I do think it's very event driven. So what is your strategy to trade, like FIP, OTE, ETC, etc? Hi, Mike. What's up, my brother? Hang on. My strategy here, I already show it to you. Okay, let's make things a little bit easier for everybody here. You go to my channel, you go to videos, or you can also just go to the homepage and now just go to videos, and in here you're going to scroll lower and you're going to see this video here. I'm going to post it in as well. This is the full masterclass that I have done. Everybody can watch it. It's for free for you to watch, okay? Here, I'm posted in. As you can see, stop profit, take loss. Yeah, man. I'm not even like offended by this kind of way of saying it. Stop loss. Nah, like stop profit, take loss. Yeah, man. Not even offended. So I've posted the masterclass, and there you're going to get all of the details on how to trade this. Hang on, maybe I can also go in here. Wonder what strategy I'm trading. Hang on, ah shit, didn't want to do it like that. Wonder what strategy here's the masterclass, and I'm going to pin it if I can. Hang on. Can I pin it? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Should be pinned now, so everybody can watch it. Man, the vertical shit is going crazy. Like, so many people watch. But guys, like, I wish people would be watching, because also goes well. I get it. You just want to see the chat, and so it's like more exciting. Like, hopefully in the future we're going to get more horizontal type of people. Like that saying, I'm going to use it. Yeah, man, that saying is fun, you know. Stop profit, take loss strategy. I'm not even offended by it. I even thought about making an entire video. The best take loss, stop profit strategy in the world. I think people would click on that because it sounds interesting, doesn't it? Okay, so the next candle is going to go for the upside. I can like basically already see that, as you can see. We're most likely going to go for the previous candle high, not for the low. Most likely, because we have candle week number 1, candle 2. We're probably going to trade higher, and this one is probably also not going to create a no-way candle once again. So Nasra was saying, you're kind of off, have same risk management as don't he put SLFR away and he takes 30 pips low. Brother, I have no idea what you're talking about there. Like, just try to basically talk proper English. Like, maybe you're not that fluent in English, but you know, just elaborate, brother. Like, I cannot understand what you're talking about in there. So guys, everybody that is watching right now, if you want to take the exact same trades that I'm taking, and if you would have started this entire challenge with 1k, by now you would almost have 9k. No, 900. Never mind, like not from 1k to 9k, but you would have made basically 90% on the entire account. If you want to follow me, it's the very first link in the description. Like, as you can see, we're having a pretty professional equity curve, and yeah, just go follow the trades. Simple as that. Also, you don't have to worry about losing. We're having like currently going on a 12 or something plus winning streak. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 12 times in a row. Who's going to have something like that? Nobody. Why? Because nobody's trading a negative risk reward. Nobody is trading this strategy, guys. So Happy Cat was saying the full breakdown of how I profit 20 times in a row. Is this the video name you recommend? No, brother, no. Watch my video, not somebody else's. Brother, nobody is trading this strategy. This strategy is invented by me. I have created this strategy. If I have created it, nobody else is going to know about it unless somebody has learned it from me, right? So I have invented the stuff, nobody's trading it. If I would be having like 1 million subscribers, then yes, there would be a lot of people copying and also doing videos about my strategy. But I'm just not large enough for people to really care about it. Until to the day, until they actually realize, okay, this guy is onto something. This guy has fucking figured it out and how to be easily profitable. Until that point, yeah. So Happy Cat was saying it is your video name. Okay. Now, brother, I just have a lot of videos. Is like really like, did I say it exactly like that? The full breakdown. Okay. On how I win 20 times in a row, not profit. That's why I was confused. Okay. Yeah, you can also watch that one. Which one you shown before on screen? Brother, there's a pinned comment here. Here, I'm gonna send it in right now. So if you're going to go to the chat of the live stream, there's going to be a pinned comment. So hang on. But brother, I already going to tell you, you need to watch it fully from start to finish, or else you're not going to be able to understand the concept. So from minute 1 all the way to the last minute, you're going to have to watch it, okay? Here's going to be the masterclass. I've just sent it into the live stream again. You need to understand the nuances, but only watch this if you're serious about trading. If you're not serious, then, you know, don't bother to watch it. No problem. So yeah, we're currently... Pinned comment is not clickable, my brother. Oh, okay, my bad, bro. My bad, brother. Okay, so I've put it into the chat. Can you click on it on the chat? So it's basically called, I'm gonna just give you the full name of it. It's called here, full negative risk to reward masterclass. This will make you profitable. This is the full name of it, okay? Full breakdown on everything that I teach. Guys, everybody who wants to go watch horizontal live stream. Nobody's actually watching the horizontal live stream. Like, why am I even, why did I even do the layout, man? If nobody's watching horizontally, man, such a bummer. Nah, man, horizontally is like more interesting. At least I would be watching horizontally. But each their own. I'll watch the live stream real quick. Okay, so Happy Cat was saying, okay, thanks, bro. Nasrat was saying you trade CPI tomorrow. You mean today? Like for me, it's already the next day. You're talking about Friday. I'm not going to trade CPI like on its own. This is the only trade that I'm going to take today, right? And even if I would be taking another trade, I wouldn't really live stream. Keep in mind, once again, if you want to copy trade me, take every single trade, because like I am doing live streams, yes, but I'm not taking every single trade in the live streams. I'm sometimes also taking trades without live streaming. If you want to be able to also catch those trades, copy trade me. Like I know that I'm repeating myself oftentimes, but there's like just new people joining in. They don't really know what's up, and yeah. But I'm going to repeat myself less often in the future. Because it also gets like, even to me, quite annoying, to be honest. So yeah, that's what we're currently rolling with. We're doing our job in here. We had a couple of trades this week. Now this week was a little bit slower than usual, simply because we didn't really have much going on for us. But that's just how it goes. You have to react to the market. You don't have to react to your emotions basically or anything like that. You only have to react to what the market is giving you. If the market says, okay, you know, trades are not looking pretty confident today, okay, no problem. I'm not going to be taking trades today. Simple as that. Okay, you never want to be dictated by the market. Or like, yes, you actually want to be dictated from the market. Actually, you want to be dictated. You don't want to basically force trades. You only take what the market gives you. I've said this so many times. If the market doesn't show a setup, you're not going to be taking a trade. If the market does show a setup, then you're going to be taking a trade. I'm from Tampa. Where is that? Brother, where is that? Like somewhere. Can you name it to me geologically in the world? So yeah, like a lot of stuff, man. Like so many people joining, man. Like the shorts are doing crazy. Which also kind of unfortunate, guys. Like make sure to fucking watch the horizontal live stream. Nasser was saying Florida, USA. Okay, that's fine, man. Yes, I'm not from USA, not from the US, so I don't really know all of the states. But I'm familiar with Florida. Great, man. So that also means like our time is pretty different, isn't it? Weren't you the guy that said to me that I look like a bot? How, like, what's your standpoint on that one? Why do I look like a bot, brother? Even said hi. What's good, my brother? Even, how's it going? I'm probably also going to be doing a layout for the vertical live streams. I guess people just really enjoy vertical. So yeah, we're just going to do that as well. It goes well with saying professional to the layout. Yes, man, that's professional. Just remember that. The way you are sitting on the chair low. Brother, what's wrong with that? Like, I really wonder how are you sitting on your chair if this is looking weird to you. Yeah, currently we're at NZD USD. There's like not a lot to talk about. We have done the entire analysis. I'm gonna do like a quick rundown on that again. Basically what we have on the weekly time frame, we're looking to trade onto the upside. There's a couple of reasons for that. First of all, we have this entire equilibrium. As you can see, if we're going to zoom in heavily, we have not traded back into this entire equilibrium. So most likely we are going to trade onto the upside and not to the downside. You get my point in here? Now also, as you can see, we have a price action gap. I know that this thing is annoying right now, but we just have to keep it. We also have a price action gap. So gap, and we're going to put it onto the daily, right? We like to trade into price action gaps because that is an inefficiency in the market. So now we're going to go into the daily time frame, and it's pretty much also aligning. We have our established movement. If you don't know about all of these terms, well, you couldn't really know because I've invented them. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 candles up close candles in a row. So that's already going to be our established movement. Usually we don't like if we have too many candles of one direction, but in that case it's fine. Now I've said it previously, if this would be looking just like that, then I wouldn't really take the position. However, if we are going to go on to the 1 hour time frame, we can spot a no-way candle number 1, no-way candle number 2. Once again, these concepts are only explained in my masterclass on YouTube. It's the pinned comment that I have left. If you want to watch it, go do so. Yeah, and just thank me later.
Just thank me later, guys. All right, then. I do believe that we're going to... Where are you from? Take a guess, my brother. Take a guess where I'm from. You got 3 chances. Why do you keep playing with me? I really wonder who is watching horizontal right now. We got 6 people watching horizontally. Thank you everybody who has been watching horizontally. I once again really appreciate and also advise everybody to watch the horizontal ones. Is it kind? You don't care about this, and if I die. Alright guys, so I'm actually going to hop off. It was a fire live stream. Didn't expect so many people watching the vertical live streams. I guess you're really into vertical ones. And thank you for everybody that had been like tuning into the live stream. Guess from Europe. Yes, from Europe, brother. In the next live stream, you're going to guess. You're going to basically use all of your 3 guesses. Alright, everybody, thank you for watching. It was a fire live stream. If you have any questions, then, you know, comment down below. Also, just ask me in the Discord, like, one last time. If you want to copy trade me, here it is. We're having a professional equity curve, as you can see. We're making a lot of profits. If you want to have passive income on the side, while also basically being able to see all of my trades, the first link in the description is going to be your friend. Also, lastly, for anybody that wants to pass a prop firm challenge, I am going to pass it for you. On my website, which is also the first link in the description, you're going to go up to services in here, and then I'm just going to pass the prop firm challenge for you, right? Keep in mind, I'm a 1 million funded prop firm trader. I know how it works. I've passed multiple times, and it's really no problem for me. So once again, also link in the description. And lastly, if you want to be mentored by me, right? Market analysis, market outlooks, I mean basically everything that you can see right in here. Market outlooks, lecture videos, pre-recorded backtesting, Notion strategy guide, Notion journal, backtesting template, weekly live level webinars, 24/7 access to me. You can ask me questions any time of day, and also private live trading sessions that we're going to have in the future. Also, everything is included. But no worries, you don't have to watch all of that. You don't have to basically copy trade me. You don't have to follow my mentorship, and you also don't have don't need to sign up for the prop firm passing. If you want to have free educational content, right, that I've already done, then once again, here's going to be a link for that. It's the full masterclass explaining everything from A to Z. Would Mankind was saying, hi, brother, I'm about to end the live stream, so just go watch the masterclass. Thanks for everybody that has been watching, fire live stream, and see you in the next one.